Good evening. Welcome to Giants Roundup as the Giants find a way to beat the Dodgers after a slow start. But then in from was Holland was good the first two innings, then he unraveled in the fourth inning. He gave up a double to Grindal to score Matt Kemp, and then Yasiel Puig doubled to score Grindal and Bellinger. The Dodgers take the lead there, and then Ryu doubles to score Bellinger. But the Dodgers bullpen was not good tonight, and Ryu just got hung by the bullpen tonight. Ryu went 5 and 2/3 innings strong, 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, and then Tony Cingrani came in, and the bullpen just unraveled. Orcus singles to left to score Jackson. Kelby off the bench with a double to score Gorkis and Crawford to take the lead. And then yet Hernandez scored Kelby. Excuse me, yet Hernandez scored on a balk by Baez. And then Pennick sacrifices to score Kelby. Really good outing. And first home run of this is first AT&T Park home run for Evan Longoria tonight. Really, hopefully one of many home runs to come for Evan Longoria. He goes 2 for 4 in tonight's game. Brandon Belt over the 300 mark at 315. And some good sacrifice hitting for Belt tonight. Crawdaddy, yes. His batting average is up to 205. But that home run has to feel real good tonight for Brandon Crawford. He's been struggling as of late. And then, of course, all of the Giants' favorite punching bag, Gorkis Hernandez, who gets to start in place of the possibly concussed Mac Williamson, goes 2 for 3. And really, I don't know why people pick on Gorkis Hernandez. And I actually think Gorkis Hernandez is a very underrated bench player. He does a lot of things right for the Giants, and he can actually hit for average. I just don't get why people pick on Gorkis Hernandez. He's a good bench player. Improved it tonight. Kelby, good off the bench tonight. Good pinch hit situation from Kelby tonight. And then most importantly, A+ to the bullpen tonight, out recovering after that 15-2 shelling. Pierce Johnson comes in. The good Pierce Johnson shows up, gives 1 and 2/3 scoreless innings. Corey Guerin, shutdown inning. Sam Dyson, much better as of late. His ERA is now at a respectable 4.22, picks up the win. I think Dyson's ready to get back into high leverage situations. Big, big, I'll say, big kudos for Sam Dyson for getting it together after a really slow start to the season. Dyson's just got it together, has strung it together, got it right, and now he looks ready for late inning situations again. Tony Watson, great job. Hunter Strickland, 2 strikeouts, shutdown inning, gets his 6th save of the season, 6 out of save and save ops. And yes, I think Strickland is our closer out for for the time being, but Singrani, and then the Dodger bullpen, they're going to be in trouble if they cannot to keep blowing leads. And I think that's going to be a key for the Dodgers is at what point do they go out and acquire bullpen help before this year's deadline? That is their biggest weakness is bullpen and back end starting pitching. Kyle Farmer goes 3 for 4 tonight for the Dodgers. Everybody else was quiet. Now tomorrow we get a doubleheader at AT&T Park. Should be nice and cool out there for the doubleheader. And I will be back on air after the second game of the doubleheader. I'll do a twofold show. We'll recap both games tomorrow night. But yeah, after the first game, it'll be the game one's at 1:05. And then after that game concludes, they're going to clear out the ballpark, do maintenance, reopen it around 6 or so. 7 o'clock will be your second end of the doubleheader. I'm curious who's going to be. And tonight's game was absolutely a sellout. In game one we have a good matchup in game one of the doubleheader. It'll be Walker Buehler against Chris Stratton. And man, Stratton, we'll see how if Stratton can continue his success. This could be a really good pitching duel here. I think this is a winnable game for the Giants. It's certainly one that could be. And I think it looks like you're going to have up as your 26th man tomorrow will be Derek Law. We'll see if he has to get used or not. And then the second game, another good matchup, Alex Wood against Johnny Cueto. I can't see why not the Giants can sweep this doubleheader tomorrow. We'll find out if Mac Williamson can pass his concussion test after that landing the other night against the wall. He was out tonight. And hopefully he does not have concussion symptoms just when Williamson was just starting to hit bombs. That just had to happen. But we do have Austin Slater up, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Austin Slater play in center field tomorrow. I think certainly at some point you're going to have to maybe make a decision if Austin Jackson and I wonder if the brass might be crazy enough to admit their mistake on signing Austin Jackson and maybe going with Austin Slater in center field. I certainly think Slater can be a good bridge until Duggar's ready for the show. Right now, Jackson's average, he's hitting right at 200. Yeah, good thing about Austin, he is more for defense than hitting. But at some point, do you consider the idea of just going with either Gregor Blanco or Austin Slater? And I think Austin Slater's definitely going to get the right to play center here very soon if things don't turn around. And hopefully Mac Williamson gets the nod to be good to go tomorrow in left field. If not, we've got Slater. I think then you'll see an extended look at Slater if Mac Williamson has to hit the concussion DL. But we'll see how much longer it'll be till Steven Duggar's up with the club. And then, of course, you got Andrew McCutchen, who's hitting who's now below the Mendoza line at $1.98. Unfortunately, it's just really starting to look like a lot of this outfield talent the Giants acquired has just gone bust this season thus far. And yeah, it's only April, but we're getting the end of April into May. And I think you got to maybe roll with, and we just got to start rolling with the youngsters. Williamson's proved himself. Slater definitely looked good last year when he got his call up. I definitely think Slater's hungry to get another opportunity in the majors. And then probably later this summer, Steven Duggar is going to be ready to go. So we could see that homegrown outfield. Could you imagine how wonderful that would be? But these youngsters are starting to push the envelope. Andy Suarez looked excellent the other night in Sacramento. Andy Suarez could certainly be ready for a start, especially if Derek Holland continues to struggle. You know what? How much more does Andy Suarez have to prove? I think Andy Suarez could definitely come in and fill the back end of the rotation if Derek Holland continues to struggle. His ERA is now up to 5.76, which is not all that wonderful. And then you're still quite a bit of ways out from Madison Bumgarner returning to the rotation. So if Holland continues to struggle, maybe you do have to start kicking the tires on the idea of Andy Suarez in the rotation at some point. Suarez has just been lights out in Sacramento thus far this season, so that is definitely something you're going to have to start taking a look at. And tonight's game was a sellout, and let's get it on to tomorrow. Let's try to sweep this doubleheader. Let's go to the MLB Roundup. The Cubbies beat the Brewers 3-2. Your winning pitcher, Pedro Strop. Your losing pitcher, Dan Jennings. And former Dodger, Brandon Morrow, with his sixth save of the season. And Hu Darvish actually had a good game today. His best game as a Cub thus far. 1 unearned run in 6 innings pitched. Steve Cishek an earned run in 1/3 of an inning pitched. The Phillies beat the Braves 7-3. Your winning pitcher, Aaron Nola. Your losing pitcher, Max Fried. Jorge Alfaro goes 3-for-4 for the Phillies today. And 2 home runs from Abdul Herrera. 2 home runs today from him. And this Philly team looks like the real deal. Nola carrying an ERA of 2.58. Excellent job. Julio Teheran only goes 3 innings. I think he left the game with an injury. Okay, he had back injury, so that's not necessarily good news for the Braves. Teheran leaves the game with back tightness. Max Fried takes the loss, an earned run in 3 innings pitched. Chase Whitley, 2 earned runs in 1 inning pitched for the Braves. The Pirates beat the Cardinals in 11 innings, 6-5. Your winning pitcher, former Giant George Contos. Your losing pitcher, Jordan Hicks. Francisco Cervelli goes 3-for-4 for the Pirates tonight. Marcell Ozuna goes 3-for-5 for the Cardinals. And Jed Gorko hits the second home run of the season. Steven Brault, 5 runs, 4 earned, and 4 2/3 innings pitched. Greg Holland picks up his first blown save of the season. 3 runs, 2 earned without recording an out, and Holland's looking like a bust this early in the season for the Cardinals. The D-backs beat the Nationals 5-4. Your winning pitcher, Zach Godley. Your losing pitcher, Steven Strasburg. And Strasburg had an uncharacteristic day, giving up 5 earned runs in 6 1/3 innings. Howie Kendrick goes 3 for 5 for the Nats today. Matt Adams goes 2 for 3. AJ Pollock 3 for 4. And 4 earned, 5 innings pitched for Godley. Strasburg, 6 1/3 innings, 5 earned runs, as I said, and very uncharacteristic start game for Steven Strasburg today. The Orioles blanked the Tigers 6-0. Your winning pitcher, Chris Tillman. Your losing pitcher, Mike Fiers. Manny Machado goes 2 for 3. Pedro Alvarez 2 for 3 for the Orioles. Machado hits his 9th home run of the season. Alvarez 2 home runs today. Fiers the 3 earned runs in 6 innings pitched. Johnny Barbato 3 earned runs in 2 innings pitched. And Tillman lowers his ERA to 7.03 after finally getting a good start for the O's today. The Rangers beat the Blue Jays 6-4. Your winning pitcher, Mike Minor. Your losing pitcher, Marcus Stroman. And is it time to start talking about the bullpen for Stroman? 6 earned runs in 5 1/3 innings pitched. His ERA is now at a whopping 8.88. Minor 4 earned runs in 6 innings pitched. Justin Smoke goes 4 for 4. Nomar Mazara 3 for 4. Joey Gallo 2 for 4 with his 8th home run of the season. The Indians beat the Mariners 6-5. Your winning pitcher, Corey Kluber. Your losing pitcher, Erasmo Ramirez. Ramirez 6 earned runs in 5 innings pitched. Michael Brantley goes 3 for 3 for the Tribe. Francisco Lindor 3 for 5. Mitch Haniger 2 for 3 with another home run. Lindor hits his 4th home run of the season. Brantley hits his 2nd home run of the season. A lot of home runs today. Alonso a home run. Encarnacion. And Ramirez ERA it balloons to 10.24, which is not good. The Rays beat the Red Sox 4-3. Your winning pitcher, Blake Snell. Your losing pitcher, Drew Pomeranz, making his season debut for the Red Sox today. 4 earned runs in 5 innings pitched, and the Rays are now 11-13 and have gotten really hot in the last few games. Snell looks like the new ace for the Tampa Bay Rays at this point. CJ Cron goes 2 for 3. Daniel Robertson goes 2 for 3. Rob Refsnyder goes 2 for 2. Mookie Betts for the Red Sox goes 2 for 3. Xander Bogaerts goes 3 for 4. And Pomeranz was just not sharp in his first game back from the DL. And the Rockies beat the Marlins 1-0. Your winning pitcher, Antonio Sanzatella. Your losing pitcher, Jose Urena, who pitched well, just did not get the run support today. Gerardo Parra goes 2 for 3 for the Rockies today. Tyler Anderson leaves the game with an injury, I think. He left the game with heart issues. That's not exactly good news for the Rockies there. Sanzatella was good out of the pen today. So prayers go to Tyler Anderson. Hope he does well. And the red hot Oakland A's beat the Houston Astros 8-1. Your winning pitcher, no other than Sean Manaea, who pitched another scoreless game, only gives up an unearned run, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts against the Astros. Manaea has become the A's ace this year and is only carrying an ERA of 1.03. Dallas Keuchel shelled for 6 earned runs in 7 innings pitched. Joe Smith 2 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning pitched. And now the Oakland A's are 14-12 on this young season, and they're starting to believe in themselves. Matt Chapman hits his 6th home run of the season. Chad Pinder, his 2nd home run of the season. Mark Canha, a home run. This is the We Believe Oakland A's right now, and this was a statement win. If they can get a series win against the Astros, I think this A's team is actually for real. Whereas for the Astros today, you go in there and shell Dallas Keuchel. These youngsters really are starting to believe in themselves in Oakland. That is something great to see. And the Reds wallop the Twins 15-9. Your winning pitcher, David Hernandez. Your losing pitcher, Tyler Duffy. Max Kepler goes 3 for 5. Robbie Grossman goes 3 for 4. Joey Votto goes 3 for 3. Jose Peraza goes 4 for 6. Eugenio Suarez 4 for 6. Scooter Gennett 3 for 5. Peraza hits 2 home runs in this game, and Votto hit his 4th home run of the season. And the Reds are now 6-20. The Twins fall to 8-13 on the season. Logan Morrison hits his 2nd home run of the season. Rosario had a home run. Phil Hughes 4 earned runs and 3 2/3 innings pitched. Luis Castillo 1 and done today, 5 earned runs and 1 inning pitched. Kevin Shackelford 3 runs, 2 earned and 2 2/3 innings pitched. Duffy 5 runs, 4 earned and 1/3 of an inning pitched. Ryan Presley an earned run in 2/3 of an inning pitched. David Hale 4 earned runs and 3 innings pitched. And the bats were hot today. The White Sox beat the Royals 7-4. Your winning pitcher, Gregory Infante. Your losing pitcher, Tim Hill. And Mike Moustakas hits his 8th home run of the season for Kansas City. Hill 3 earned runs and 2 innings pitched. And the New York Yankees beat the Angels tonight 4-3. Your winning pitcher, David Robertson. Your losing pitcher, Blake Parker. Didi Gregorius goes 3 for 5. And Shohei Ohtani hits his 4th home run of the season for the Angels. Gregorius hits his 10th home run of the season. Severino strikes out 8 in 7 innings pitched tonight. The Mets beat the Padres 5-1. Your winning pitcher, Jacob deGrom. Your losing pitcher, Clayton Richard. Juan Lagares goes 2 for 3. DeGrom 7 1/3 scoreless innings tonight, 8 strikeouts. Richard, a hard luck loser, 3 earned runs and 6 2/3 innings pitched. Not too bad. Craig Stammen, an earned run in 1/3 of an inning pitched for the Friars. And tonight in the NBA, not Northern California related, but the Indiana Pacers force a Game 7 against the Cavaliers tonight. And that'll be Sunday on ABC. And Victor Oladipo as the Pacers whip the Cavs tonight 121-87 to force a Game 7 at the Q on Sunday on ABC. Now some bad news for Sharks fans tonight and the CUDA. Evander Kane had a player safety hearing for his hit today. And ends up getting suspended for Game 2 for hitting here Edward Bellemere. And some people thought it should be a fine. I liked what Kane was the intent of Kane trying to fire up the team. But it's got to be. But also, I think it was worthy of a 1-game suspension. Drew Doughty got a game suspension for it, so you got to be fair. And it's going to hurt. Especially with the Sharks getting gut checked last night against the Knights, they got to figure out who they're going to call up, who's going to draw in. Is it going to be Joe Thornton? If not Joe Thornton, I think it's going to be either Yannick Hansen or Barclay Goodrow. Or you might see both Goodrow and Hansen in the lineup tomorrow night. But they got to go in there, win a game at T-Mobile. I think if they don't win this game tomorrow, it gets really difficult going back to SAP Center down 0-2. They got to play smarter. They can't let Vegas get the best of them tomorrow night. Don't make it a track meet. Finish your hits. That's what the Sharks need to do tomorrow if they want to get this series tied going back to SAP. And down on the farm tonight, and also the San Jose Barracuda were eliminated tonight 3-0 by the Tucson Roadrunners tonight, so they'll get some help. So you maybe see that's another one. I wonder if you see possibly Joakim Ryan enter in favor of Paul Martin. Paul Martin's was not good in game game one, and I don't think Paul Martin's going to be any better than what he is. So that's going to put, I think Joachim Ryan, you got to match speed with speed. And Martin and Ryan's got the better speed. Now on to the PCL. The River Cats beat the Aces tonight 6-4. Your winning pitcher, Derek Rodriguez, going 4 runs, 3 earned, and 6 2/3 innings. Pitched 6 strikeouts. Taylor Clark takes the loss for the Reno Aces. And Steven Duggar goes 1 for 4, 1 for 3 for Kyle Jensen. Chris Shaw 1 for 4. Cesar Puello goes 3 for 3 for the Aces tonight, and the Grizzlies lose to the Rainiers 3-1. And your winning pitcher there is Casey Lawrence. Your losing pitcher is Kent Emanuel. That's going to conclude tonight's show. As I said, we'll be on after the second game tomorrow night. We won't do it, but yeah, it'll be a two-fold show tomorrow night once both games of the doubleheader ends. And hopefully we will have good news from the Sharks tomorrow night. Hopefully they'll go out and pick up a win, get back on track against the Knights. Don't let them get the best of you. You gotta bully the bully. As they say on Teal Town, keep it real. And of course, Teal Town USA tomorrow night will have your post-game coverage after game 2. And that will be an NBC game. So check your NBC affiliate. Bay Area, it's NBC Bay Area. KCRA in Sacramento, KC24 in Fresno, KGET 17 in Bakersfield, and also KSBY 6 San Luis Obispo, KSBW 8 in the Monterey area. And also flip back and forth between that and the Giants tomorrow night. Thanks for tuning in. Keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real teal. Good night, everybody.